We're going to make this beet cured salmon. From roasting our beets or doing them in the pressure cooker, we've got this lovely beet liquid left. So if you don't have this, if you roast them in the oven, all you'd have to do is take maybe half a beet, add a little water and blend it into a liquid, but this is going to be plenty. It's really flavorful, and it's going to colour that salmon in that lovely red colour on the outside. So really quick cure. We're only going to cure this probably for 4 or 5 hours. So I'm going to start with 1 cup of salt, and you don't need to be super accurate on this. It's just a guide. So there we go. Add a cup of salt. I'm going to pop that into the bowl, and then I'm going to add half a cup of dark brown sugar. Doesn't have to be dark brown sugar. You can use light brown sugar. You can use white sugar. We've done this before. We've used maple syrup to help with that subtle sweetness. But as I have this dark brown sugar, that's what we're going to use today. So roughly half a cup of that. And then we're going to look at some aromatics, and I just use a real mixture here. So we do have some fresh dill. I'm just going to lightly chop this, and stalks and all, because once it comes off cure, we're going to be washing it off anyway, and so we might as well benefit from all those lovely flavours from the dill. That will go in. And these are some white peppercorns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. Some coriander seeds. These were grown in the garden over the summer. Just dried them out and then jarred them. So just a pinch of coriander seed. A couple of pieces of star anise. Star anise works really well. That aniseed flavour goes so well with the salmon. These are pretty broken up, so probably 3 or 4 in there. A little bit of crushed red pepper. This will add a tiny bit of heat, but it's going to get washed off when we bring it off cure. And then finally, some juniper seeds. Maybe 3 of those. So once that's all together, just going to give that a quick mix up, and then into that mix, I'm going to add a good splash of vodka. So this type of salmon is sometimes known as Romanov salmon. I guess it's a Russian connection. I'm going to add a couple of pieces of lemon peel, and then finally we're going to add that wonderful beet juice that we saved from when we roasted all. Okay, so we've got a lovely side of salmon that we got from Aldi, so we're just going to open this up. And then we're going to transfer this directly a couple of minutes into our cryovac bag. First of all, we're just going to make some light cuts through the skin on the back of the salmon, as this will help the cure permeate through. Now I'm going to pop that lovely side of salmon into a cryovac bag. Pick that up and drop that straight in. That's spread out, and I've got my cure here. Just do a quick mix, and I'm going to pour that straight in Cryovac, making sure I'm getting all of that salt that, you know, won't have dissolved at this stage. So that's all down there in with the salmon. And just make sure I've got the salmon spread out nicely in the bag. And then just going to lightly cryovac and seal it. You don't have to do this under pressure. You can always just do it in a dish. Just need to turn the salmon fairly regularly. But I find this a really effective method. Okay, so now we are going to take the salmon off cure, and I'm going to run it and rinse it under lots of cold running water. You can already see how the beet juice has dyed the flesh of the salmon on the outside. So we just want to make sure we remove all that salt. And of course I'm washing away all that lovely dill. So what we're going to do once we've rinsed it off is I'm going to chop some fresh dill and we're going to put that over the top, and that'll sit on there for a little while until we come to slice the Gravlax. Now give this a fairly fine chop. So I'm going to take all this lovely dill and just spread it all over . Now we're going to slice it, and then we use a little now probably, and the rest we will vacuum pack. And you just want really nice thin slices. Two-tone colour of the orange of the flesh of the salmon, and that lovely beet red on the outside. And of course it's not just about the colour, it adds a wonderful earthy flavour as well, along with the dill. First of all, I'm just going to put down our 2 pieces of toast. And a beautiful Gravlax. And across the grain, I'm just going to cut this into ribbons.